Today I'm going to run through a bit of a tutorial on how to use this cool online tool called PowToon, which can really spice up some of your presentations. So head on over to our Tismos page, and if you go to the Creation tab, then PowToon is right there in the middle. So if you go over there and then you click on PowToon, it's going to bring up the website where you log in. So if you see up there in the top right, we've got a bit of a login over there, so click that and then log in with Google. You're going to log in using your school Google account, so click the grey one there in the middle, which brings up the login screen. So I'm going to log in with myself there. You'll need to put in your details or press add account there at the bottom. Then it takes its time. So you log in and you're greeted with this page, and this is where you can select your previous PowToons or create a new one. So if you go over here to start, then you can click on that. Please excuse Charlie in the background, and you can create a template or create a project from a template, or open a blank project. So there are some other kind of options here, but if you want a blank one, choose that. Chuck in a title, whatever, a bit of a description, although you don't know what you're making yet. Click create, and then we load the awesomeness. And it brings up this main page. Now this is the place you're going to be spending all your time in PowToon. This middle part here, this is called the stage, and this is where all the action happens. This is where you kind of arrange what you've got. Over here on the left are your slides. So you have 10-second slides, and these are your slides over here. You can add some more or take them away. Up the top is the menu, so it's got all your normal kind of stuff like saving. You need to save it very often in PowToon. I had a few disasters. Cut, copy, paste. You can insert sounds or images. Over here on the right, and this is important too, this is the stuff you can drag into the stage. And it's worth noting at this point, if you look up the top here under My Styles, you can hit the across arrow and it brings up different styles, and it's really worth exploring these. There are quite a few of them that you can get for free. So the ones with more on them you obviously can't get, but these other ones you can, and you can even drill down even further. If it's the characters you want to look at, you can drill down a bit more and select a few more animations, whatever. Down here is your timeline, which is also very important, and we'll get to that as we start dragging in more things. On the left, see it's in number 1. Then I often start with a background, so if you look down here, I maybe want a bit of green or something. You can drag in, I want to put an animation in, so this guy's kind of cool. I'm going to chuck him there. Now, notice what happens when you drag this guy in. Down here in the timeline, see this 0 to 10 seconds is the 0 to 10 seconds of the slide. So what you can do is drag this and set how long you want this guy to appear for. So if I want this guy to appear from the first second to the 5th second, that would be that. Then what you can do, so that guy's all set, he's going to come in from 1 to 5 seconds. Then you can add in, say I want a prop, for example, this moon. So I drag this moon in. See, again, this timeline pops up. So if I want this moon to come in, let's say at 3 seconds to 7 seconds, so now I've set the moon. If I click back on the guy, see how it reverts back to 1 second to 5 seconds, the time I set him, back to the moon, 3 seconds to 7 seconds. Okay, so I've got that. Let's just see how that might play out. So if I go over here, this is the play screen, and I press play, see that 1 second comes in, at 3 seconds the moon comes in, 5 seconds the guy disappears, what was that, about 7 seconds the moon disappears. Okay, so we've got a couple of little things in there, and you can add as many things as you want. There's some really cool text options up here. and you can have a little explore of those. But if we put in, say, the plain text over here, so we'll put in the plain again. See, it comes up here with the time we want to have it in. I want to have this from 2 seconds to 8 seconds. Double click to edit. Hi. Check out the moon. It's amazing stuff. It's a riveting presentation. So say we add that in there. Let's play it again and see how that plays out. The guy comes in. Hi, check out the moon. The moon's there. And then nothing much happens at the end. So yeah, you can drag in certain things and set them to come in at different times. So that's how you create your 10 seconds. Once you've completed that 10 seconds, go to the next slide, add your background, and off you go again. If you're getting a lot of elements on your page, you can select them down the bottom here underneath the timeline, and that will bring up the different elements. The other cool thing is with this timeline, you can add, see in the very bottom left, you can select something and then flip it, see like that, or you can put in enter effects, so whether that be popping in or fading in, and exit effects there as well. Then you can go up and feel free to add some sound. Let's click on that and see what you can do. You can put in a voiceover up here, so you can record over your slides, or you can import a music track. Now some of these are, when it says upgrade, that means you can't use them in the free version, but you can use these green ones, the ones that say add, and the ones that have the free and the green. So have a little play around. You can select the different genres you want to, and then just add them in, and those go in. You can also add images from your library that you've uploaded before. You can do a web search, and it searches Creative Commons for you, which is great. So you can add some photos, add some other text. So you're all done. I would then go to probably preview it, see if everything's in the right spot. If it is, you can export it to your YouTube account, and then it will take a bit of time to process, and then you'll be all done. So that's PowToon. I don't really have any other more tips to give. You can be as creative as you want to. It's brilliant. Save often is one thing I've learned. And yeah, have a lot of fun kind of exploring some of the possibilities that PowToon offers. See you later.